make sure and sweep under the bed because there could be a dust bunny. Maybe it's just annoying. Maybe it's a monster. I don't know. Either way, there's this really cute movie called Dust Bunny that's out, which would make a great double feature with Donnie Darko.
Ooh, yeah, now that you mentioned it, for sure.
You believe in monsters?
You're a monster. She believe in you.
Sophie Sloan, a newcomer, and you'd never know she was British.
Is she?
Yes.
She's awesome.
She's got an ear for it.
Yeah.
She plays Aurora, and there is a monster under her bed, and no one believes her. But even when it kills her parents. And so she happens to live in a beautifully Baroque apartment building and discovers that her neighbor, Mads Mikkelsen, is a hired killer. When she sees him take down what she thinks is a dragon, even though it's actually a float from a Chinese parade. But nonetheless, she engages him to take out the monster that is under her bed. But becoming close to him has its own dangers, particularly because his handler, Sigourney Weaver, thinks that now that this little girl has seen his face, that she's got to go. But not if the monster under the bed has anything to say about it. This is the directorial debut of Bryan Fuller, the creator of Pushing Daisies and TV's Hannibal, and somebody I've known for a long time. So I'm not giving a score today. But as I always say, when we're talking about a movie from somebody I know, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be talking about it at all. But I do like it, and I do want to tell people to check it out. It has the amazing production design and costumes and sort of visual pizzazz that you expect from a Bryan Fuller production. It also has that wonderful mix of the horrible and the terrifying and the amusing and the droll. Mads Mikkelsen gives a great performance as a hitman who finds himself sort of becoming a surrogate parent to this kid who's maybe having emotional difficulties or maybe really has a monster. Sigourney Weaver is so great. Like I have some qualms with her work in Avatar, Fire and Ash, but here she is delivering on all cylinders. David Dastmalchian pops up as another hired killer. This is a really fun directorial debut. There's a real assured vision, both in terms of just the way this movie looks, but also the tone and the kind of storytelling that they're doing here. Fuller also wrote it. And I'm very proud of him. I think he did a great job, and I'm thrilled to talk about this movie that I technically can't review.
Yeah, Sheila Atim too is in this movie.
Yes,
from The Woman King and the Underground Railroad.
Yes.
Yeah, a really cool supporting cast. Yeah, I was totally on board from the very beginning, from that opening title sequence. It's just so cool the way like the camera movements, and it establishes a sense of place really quickly, that is like playful but dark. I love the use of color. I love the production design here. Like the details are so exquisite and twisted. I am not familiar with his TV work at all. But that apartment, I know they shot it in Hungary, but it's supposed to be in New York, but it has a very kind of like old world European feel to it, like with the elevator with like the wrought iron cage around it and the really cool camera movements like down and around that. Like there's a sense of danger all the time, but also a playfulness. That hallway in the apartment where Aurora lives looks like this like hidden haunted forest come to life. Like the wallpaper seems to move at times, and there's this wonderful kind of fine line between what is real and what is in her imagination, and we're constantly like on one side of it slightly or the other, like, oh, she's just a little girl who is like precocious and wise beyond her years, making it all up. At one point she tries to procure his services and he's like, how do you know this word procure? She's like, word a day calendar. You know? She's just a really smart little girl, but also this actress who plays her, like really conveys a loneliness and a vulnerability. Yeah. So she's not just all cutesy, you know, quippy street smarts. I mean, she's brave enough to go out at night by herself, to sneak down the fire escape and follow him and like hide behind a dumpster. But she's also a little girl who is scared of what she thinks is beneath the bed and has lived a life and seen some things for somebody who is so young. And so I think she finds that balance really nicely.
Absolutely. She definitely, she is resourceful, but also vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love too, just like the costume design and how it blends in with the surroundings. Like there's a couple different scenes where Mads Mikkelsen goes and meets up with Sigourney Weaver at a bar or at a restaurant. And like she is wearing something that totally fits the decor of the place. They're in some place getting tea surrounded by giant garish flowers. And she's in this like giant garish floral gown. Like the playfulness of that over and over again is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's, you know, I think Hannibal is a lot, and it's pretty dang gory, although it's also beautifully constructed. But I really think you would love Pushing Daisies, which also leans into this kind of visual whimsy that I think can be excessive if you're not doing it just so. But I think he always nails. He knows when to quit, you know. And if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. And I get that there are people that don't find that appealing. But if you like the Bryan Fuller aesthetic that you've seen on TV, you will very much appreciate what he's doing in his first feature film.
I don't even know what Pushing Daisies is about. I've never even seen it. So what's it about?
Pushing Daisies is about a guy who has the ability that if he touches a dead person, they will come back to life. But if he touches them again, they are dead forever. And he touches the woman he loves and brings her back to life, but then can never touch her again.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
And then Mads Mikkelsen, of course, was in Hannibal, was in his Hannibal.
Yes. And Dastmalchian, I think, has also been on Hannibal, and they've worked together before. So, this is just like, you know, I think it feels like, you know, I think there are people that you see their stuff on TV and then they make their film debut and they're like, oh, where did that come from? You know, whether it's good or bad, it just doesn't feel of a piece with the stuff you know from them. Whereas I feel like this seems like a logical extension of the worldview that he has brought to different projects, but it's also something totally new and fresh, and you know, it's exciting to see. So, you know, I hope that he gets to make more of them.
Yeah, and I like that Mads Mikkelsen is kind of playing with his persona, like he is this stoic and kind of menacing figure, but then he gets to enjoy a whole bunch of really fun wordplay with the Aurora character, and like, you know where this is going as far as what they both need from each other, but like the road there is so satisfying and sweet and darkly funny. Like this is an R-rated movie, by the way. We should say that.
Yeah, which it shouldn't be. I don't know if it's like if there's some F-bombs or something. I would totally take a kid to this, I think.
Me too.
It's very sweet. And if you like Mads Mikkelsen in Riders of Justice, this is that kind of thing where like he's one face to the world, but also like contains, you know, there is a mushy middle in there if you know where to find it. Yeah, it's a terrific performance.
Cool. Well, you can't give it a number, but I will. I will say 8.
Nice.
So Das Bunny is in theaters this weekend, I want to say. Maybe limited and then trickling out, but go find it near you. It's really, really fun.